While we moved at the edge, one first, one after, and I could often hear my gentle master saying, "Take care, and do not waste my warning." The sun, its rays already altering the coloring of all the west from azure to white, was striking me on my right shoulder, and where my shadow fell, it made the flames seem more inflamed, and I saw many shapes walking, intent upon a sight so strange. This was the reason that first prompted them to speak to me. Among themselves, they said, "He does not seem to have a fixed body." Then some of them came as close to me as they were able to, while cautiously they never left the boundaries of their burning. O you who move beyond the others, not because of love, but reverence perhaps, give me the burning thirst and fire your answer. I'm not alone in needing your response, for all these shades thirst so for it, more than an Indian or Ethiopian thirsts for cool water. Tell us how you can, as if you're not yet caught within death's net. Make of yourself a law against the sun. Thus one of them had spoken to me. I should now have answered clearly, had I not been fixed on something strangely evident. For in the middle of the burning path came people moving opposite to these, and I, since we moved left, stayed in suspense. There, on all sides, I can see every shade move quickly to embrace another shade. Content, they do not pause with their brief greeting, as ants in the dark company will touch their muzzles, each to each, perhaps to seek news of their fortunes and their journeys. No sooner is their friendly greeting done than each shade tries to outcry all the rest, even before it starts to move ahead. The new group shouting Sodom and Gomorrah, the other, that the bull may hurry toward her last, passively hides in the cloud. Then, just like cranes of whom are taught to flee the sun, fly north to the Riparian mountains, while the rest, to flee the frost, fly towards the sands. One group moves with, the other opposite us, and they returned with tears to their first chance and to the shout appropriate to each. And those that entreated me came close again, in the same way they'd done before. Their faces showed how keen they were to listen. I, seeing their desire once again, began, "O souls, who can be sure of gaining the state of peace, whenever that may be? My limbs, mature or green, have not been left within the world beyond. They are here with me, together with their blood and with their bones. That I be blind no longer, through this place I pass. Above a lady has gained grace for me. Therefore, I bear my mortal body across your world. So may your deepest longing soon be appeased, and you be lodged within the heavens that's most full of love, most spacious. Please tell me, so that I may yet transcribe it upon my pages, who you are and what crowd moves in the direction opposite." Each shade displayed no less astonishment or less confusion than a mountaineer who, even as he stares about, falls silent when rough and rustic he comes to the city. But when they set aside astonishment, that soon subdued in noble hearts. He who had questioned me before began again, "Blessed are you who would, in order to die better, store experience of our lands." The people moving opposite us shared the sin for which once won in triumph. Caesar heard him hold out against him. That is why, as they moved up from us, they cry out Sodom, reapproaching the Roman selves, as you have heard, and through their shame about the highest work.
Our sin was with the other sex, but since we did not keep the bounds of human law, but served their appetites like beasts, when we part from the other ranks, we then repeat, to our disgrace, the name of one who, in their bestial plans, became herself a beast. You now know why we act so, and you know what our sins were. If you would know our names, time is too short, and I don't know them all. But with regard to me, I'll satisfy your wish to know. I'm Guido Vinizelli, purged here because I breathe before my end. As, after the sad raging of like herders, two sons, finding their mother, had embraced her, so I desired to do, but dared not to, when I heard him declare his name, the father of me and of the others, those, my betters, who having used sweet, gracious grounds of love, and without hearing, speaking, pensive, I walked on, still gazing at him, a long time, prevented by the fire from drawing closer. When I had fed my sight on him, I offered myself with such a pledge that others must believe, completely ready for his service. And he to me, because of what I hear, you leave a trace within me, one so clear, that itself can't blur or cancel it. But if your words have now sworn truthfully, do tell me why it is that you have shown in speech and gaze that I am dear to you. And I to him, it's your sweet lines that, for as long as modern usage lasts, will still make dear their very ease. Brother, he said, he there, whom I point out to you, he showed us one who walked ahead. He was a better artisan of the mother tongue, surpassing all those who wrote their poems of love or prose romances. Let the stupid ones contend, who think that from the most there came the best. They credit rumor rather than the truth, allowing their opinion to be set before they hear what art or reason says. So many of our fathers once persisted, voice after voice, in giving to Victoria the prize, but then, with most, the truth prevailed. Now, if you are so amply privileged that you will be admitted to the cloister where Christ is abbot of the college, then pray say for me to him a paternoster, that is as much of it as those in this place need, since we have lost the power to see. Then, to make place perhaps for those behind him, he disappeared into the fire, just as a fish through water plunges toward the bottom. Saying that my desire was making ready a place of welcome for his name, I moved out a little, toward the one who had been pointed out to me. And he spoke freely. So does your tortuous request please me? I neither could nor would conceal myself from you. I am Erno, who going, weep and sing. With grief, I see my former folly. With joy, I see the hope, for day will near. Now, by the power that conducts you to the summit of the stairway, I pray you, remember, at time of fortune, my pain. Then, in a fire that refines, you heat.